Hey guys, this is Dave from dadsRfunny, and tonight I'm joined by...
Pokecam.
Yes, we are going nuclear tonight, and we have been looking forward to this for quite some time. We had several attempts at this earlier. Before we do, though, let me do a couple quick things. Now, Pokecam, you're handling kind of the electrical conduit and the power generation out of this. Can you give us an idea of how that's going to work?
Okay, well, after the nuclear generator is generating power, it goes to an MFSU, which stores 40 million EU, I think, and then that'll just run to whoever's base needs it, so it's basically a ton of power for everybody.
Right, and one thing I want to mention, guys, we talked about on a different topic, lumberjack, or lumber axe, not lumberjack, lumber axes before, and I'm actually going to make a lumber axe modification here. It's called a ball of moss. And you could see here that that ball of moss is essentially made by cobblestone, mossy cobble. And so I'm going to take a regular iron lumber axe and put it in the tool forge and upgrade it and turn it into an auto repair lumber axe. So that way you don't have to spend a zillion iron every time you turn around. Now I'm just going to store this one here because we don't need it. But I just wanted to touch on Tinker's Construct real quick in terms of how to do that. Because I gave one to Ben as kind of a housewarming gift. And now that that's done, I wanted to show you guys how to do it. Now, the nuclear reactor is this way, so I'm going to go ahead and change into bat form, which actually I don't even have to do that anymore. I can use my quick change tilde key and turn into a bat and fly over there. Also, I wanted to warn you guys that if you start to mess with nuclear reactors, you're going to want to be wearing special armor. And as a matter of fact, I'll switch back into human mode. And you can see my armor here is actually a hazmat arrangement. And those are pretty simple to make, so I won't go into the recipes. You could see those in Not Enough Items. And they're helpful because they avoid the radiation aspects of these fuel rods. And I'm going to go over that as well in a separate video, how to make these. Again, a little more complicated than making the hazmat suit, but not too bad. And I like the way they've redone this. It's been changed over time. So anyway, back to the action. We've got the hazmat suit on. Now, Pokecam, do you have your suit as well?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, excellent. Now, also, guys, this, depending on what series of videos you've watched, this is possibly something you've seen before. This is our base nuclear power plant area. And I've got another video of kind of how we did that with the filler. And so we're going to actually make an above ground office here, but down in here we're going to make the actual nuclear fissile section, if you will. Now I've got some reinforced stone that I want to make. And you have sand, is that right?
It's in the chest, yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, well I've got 7, and then you've got, oh, you've got tons. Okay. So grab a CF sprayer. I'm going to grab one. Yeah, I'll leave one in there in case we get blown up by a creeper. Okay, we have our resonance cell. All right. Now, I don't know how much you know about reactors themselves, but Cam, but in this case, we're going to start with a really simple one. Oh, you know what? We could use some torches down here. And the simple one is going to be just 2 cells and some equipment. But before we do that, we need to build the chamber. Now, Cam, I was thinking that we would build a 5x5 chamber. This is a 7x7 pit, so I thought we could even have an airspace around it.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm thinking that the way this works, and we're going to have to experiment, guys. We haven't done this before. I don't know about you, Cam, but I haven't. Hit that with the CF spray.
Like the sand or the scaffold?
The scaffold. Okay, great. Now, I'm going to use the sand that I have to... And you have sand as well?
No, I think you took all of it.
Aha, there it is. So you just right-click it with sand, and it'll instantly, yeah, you can break it. It's difficult to do so. It's like obsidian, I believe. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Okay, so what we need to do is actually use this as like a platform. Don't hit the sand, Cam, but we're going to... Sand Cam. We're going to, yeah. I hope this is big enough, because if it isn't, we're going to have to rethink things. All right. Now, so I'm going to lay the scaffolds here. And at this point, there we go. We're going to go ahead and make, let me fill the center up with sand as well. Just start hitting them with the, now is that using a whole 1,000 millibuckets per
no, it's
per
100 millibuckets per block.
Oh, really? Well, that's great. Okay. Well, let me, let's just keep doing this. I'm just going to keep laying out the scaffolds. Yeah, if you've got enough sand, knock yourself out. Just keep going. And,
that was the only sand I had.
oh, okay. Well, let me give you some. I got extra.
Okay.
And awesome. This is going to be great. And guys, the idea behind this is to build a, and I have an extra CF sprayer. Now, guys, we could talk about the CF sprayer and how to make it, and how to build like the stuff that goes in the CF sprayer. That might be worth a separate video, but we really wanted to sort of show you some quick kind of brush strokes about how to do this reactor from the back end first. In other words, if you're going to build a reactor, you got to put it somewhere, right? And if you're going to put it somewhere, you need to have a place to put it, obviously, and you need to have other things like a place for wiring and storage and transmission. So we wanted just to kind of maybe not get bogged down in the initial segments, because there's a lot of individual steps that it takes to actually make all this work. And we'll go over those, especially if people are asking about specific steps. But we're going to skip those for now and give you kind of the overview. So what we're doing right now is building an actual reactor chamber. So this pit underground, a couple floors underground, is actually going to be where the nuclear... wait a second.
What?
Did we do that right? No, that's good. That's good. I thought we were off by one.
Oh.
Oops. Okay, no, we're good. We're good.
Could I have some more sand?
Yeah, sure. We have a 3x3 arrangement. God, I hope we're planning properly, but I guess we'll find out. The actual nuclear setup, the chamber where the nuclear reaction occurs, is 3x3. So my hope is that we can fit all of that in here. And guys, why are we building this? What is the purpose of this? Well, the iron scaffolds, which are primarily made of just iron, plain iron, plates, etc., they are... oh, you need sand?
No. I need...
You've got it?
Yeah.
You need... Okay, gotcha. And anyway, the plates and the ingots and things that make up the scaffolds, that's the basic framework that you spray the foam on. And then you use the sand to help harden it. And what this does is it protects your nuclear reactor chamber from... Oh, and another thing we need to think about, Cam, is we need to think about a way out of this thing. We're going to have a power conduit, which originally I thought would go straight up, but then I got to thinking maybe we want to have it come out and around. Yeah. So let me do this. Oh, we're going to need a diamond pick.
Oh, no, my power fist can break it.
Okay, get that thing out of there. I think that's what we'll do. Because if you have a nuclear reaction and it blows up, your core blows up, then you're going to have a problem. And the problem is you're going to irradiate the landscape. And we don't want to do that. So we've got to have at least one hole, maybe more, depending on what kind of sensors and things we want to put in here. I don't know if you've looked at that, Cam, but there's nuclear control capability here. But we're going to have a power conduit out through the bottom is what I'm thinking to start with, and we'll wire it out and about on the side. If you have an open slot here on the side, yeah, we could do that. So let's start by finishing this. This should be 5x5 now. And I don't think you can... Yeah, you can. Okay, yeah, that's right. Scaffolds can be...
You can stand on scaffold, yeah.
Yeah, now this is going to be bat only at this point. And as a matter of fact, we're going to need a second hole if we're going to get in here once we put this chamber in. Wow. Okay. So maybe we leave this top center open.
Well,
certainly...
you could sort of squeeze through there as bat.
Oh, really? Even with the conduit?
Oh, yeah. Once we put the conduit in, we'll need it.
Right. Okay. We might as well leave one hole in the top, because I do think these blasts, when they occur, are directional. So if you have a hole, it will only go out that... Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a weather clear. just to avoid the sound of the rain. And I'm going to fly back out here, and we need to pick up some more gear. What do we need? Okay, I need the actual reactor itself. I've got the rods. I need the coolant. These are reactor heat vents. We could talk about those in a separate video as well. Let me put away a few things that I don't need here. And we'll get the rest of this stuff going. Wow, this is going to be nuts. I hope this thing works. I've been wondering for conduit, do we have the high voltage wiring? Because it does output 2048, right?
Yeah, we have HV cables in the smaller chest.
Awesome. And let me just check and make sure I've got red fraps, some Audacity. Okay. All right. So let me get you one more.
Oh, I have one more.
Descaffold? Okay. Okay. Good. Good. All right. So I think to start with, we want to put a reactor chamber right here, guys. And wait a minute, is that not going to work? Do we have to affix it to the reactor itself?
I don't know. I would think so, because that's the block that actually outputs it, right?
Right. Let me do this first. Okay, so guys, this is the actual reactor, which is going to sit here. Okay, and okay, and then the chambers. Yeah, the chambers attach to the reactor. So perfect. Okay, and in fact, we won't need that top hole. It'll have to go somewhere else because these spots are being taken up by the chambers. Yeah. Okay, and then we have one more, and now we have a very large size reactor, basically as large as you can get. So I don't know if we want to make another hole in the bottom, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stuck in here. We're gonna need to power. There we go. Whew, the power fist. Woo! All right, thanks to the bat. Okay, so all right now. Okay, I should be able to turn this power reactor on, but I want to get the conduit going before we do that. Okay. So do we have enough HV? And also, do we want to go ahead and make one MFSU as sort of an initial storage unit?
Oh, we already have one, but it's pretty low on or it's full up almost.
Well, I guess we could at least... We need a redstone signal to set off the reactor, I think.
We have a lever in here. Okay,
so we could at least turn it on and turn it off to make sure it works. Mm-hmm. And we could do the power distribution part later. So let's go ahead and bring the MFSU down and the the HV cable. That should be sufficient, and the lever. And then the question is, how are we going to stick this lever to where we can... Like, where does the lever need to go? Probably in here. Boy, I don't know if I want to be in this thing. Okay, now I'm going to put in all the components besides the two actual cells. So we're using neutron reflectors, guys, which are basically going to make the nuclear reaction feed back onto itself. I don't know how much physics you guys know, but basically when you get that fissile reaction, you can amplify it by the use of extra neutrons. So they're a catalyst, if you will, in the reaction process. And let's see. Oops, almost. And we're going to... Oh boy, I hope this works. All right. Oh, I was going to almost stuck a fuel rod in there. Okay, now our durability on our suits is not going down. Okay, do you have the MFSU? Do you have the stuff we need for that? Is that going to go down here?
Yeah.
And then maybe out to the side here?
Oh, whoops, I grabbed the mass fabricator, not the MFSU.
That's fine, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and see if I can get this thing. Okay. Okay, I think the reactor's ready except for the fuel rods. Boy, I hope Hawk Jumper's life insurance is paid up. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so where do we need this? Just
well, what we want is the HV cable. We want to put that. We want to put the HV cable out through the bottom center spot here. I think it can connect to any one of these reactors. Yeah, and then snake it through the maybe this way, toward me. And we'll put the MFSU. We'll put it here. where my stone is. Do we have enough to go up?
We have 2 insulated. Do they have to be insulated though, or?
Well, I wouldn't touch them.
Okay.
Insulated would be good. Oh, okay.
'Cause-
Okay, so do we need more of that? Because I think we have some.
We only have 2 more insulated cables, and I just use them. But we have some non-insulated.
Do you want to go insulate? Do you want to go ahead and just go grab some?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, and then also we could put the MFSU here for now if you want. I mean, it's just a test.
Okay. Here, I'll throw it down to you.
Yeah, throw it down, and that's good because if I die, at least you'll live on. Okay, I got it. Okay, and then also that'll help us because I'm not exactly sure which direction I want to pull this out yet. Okay, so here we go. The MFSU. It's at. Yeah, wow. Okay, 3.2 million. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go put the lever here, and I don't know. Oh, wait, lever. Stick and cobble. I've got sticks. I've got sticks and cobble.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm good. Okay. Okay, but I don't know exactly where the lever needs to go. Okay, I've inserted the fuel rods.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, it's not working, which makes me think that we might need to reposition the lever.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. I have 2 fuel rods, 2 neutron reflectors, reactor heat vents. Everything should be ready to go. So I'm not exactly quite sure why it's not activating, but I don't know if we need to... I wonder if the chamber itself takes... if the lever goes straight on the chamber.
Maybe.
Oh! It's working!